Hey Rocksteady, today I'm going to be asking Dr. Johnson a couple of questions about personal hygiene. Hi, Dr. Johnson.
Hello again.
Can you share some ideas with the boxers on how to stay safe and independent while in the bathroom, doing activities such as showering or using the toilet?
Showering and bathing, that's a big one. Looking at you again, we want to think about what time of day you're trying to do your showers. If you find that your medication is not at its optimal level, that might be not the time to do it. Think about all you have planned for that day. If you've got a day that's full of lots of appointments and things like that, then you might want to try to schedule your shower for in the evening the night before. Just to save energy for the other things. And you want to just pay attention to the level of fatigue. When you're in the bathroom taking a shower, it's at 80 degrees typically in there, and that's a little harder on the heart when you're in a warmer environment, so you may get a little bit more tired. So you want to give yourself plenty of time so you're not feeling really stressed and feeling like, oh, I wore myself out and I still have all these other things I want to do. This is another opportunity to talk yourself through the steps of getting in and out of the shower or writing down those steps. I have actually put in a patient's shower stall in a plastic sleeve the steps for taking the shower. So you don't have to worry about thinking through it every single time. And then for the environment, you can make some changes, and I'll show, this is probably one of our biggest go-to things that we use in rehab for folks when they come in. We will recommend a transfer tub bench. You can sit right outside, and then you just slide your hips over and swing your legs into the tub, and then you're safely sitting there. If you add a handheld shower on a hose and a grab bar like she has here, you can really be quite safe and independent doing it that way. The other thing that we can do is just do some simple things like a long-handled sponge. Can make a big difference in being able to reach your back and your feet. You want to also think about the lighting. If you've got the opportunity to add blocking for your grab bars, you can do that. You want to think about the flooring in your bathroom and make sure that it's safe. Throw rugs in there can be dangerous if you have a tendency to shuffle your feet and get tripped up on them. And you can easily switch your handles over of your faucets. If you have like the old turning faucets, you might find it's easier to use lever faucets. Thinking about the soap that you use, a lot of times a good slippery bar of soap is a real hazard. So you could consider putting a hole through it and putting it on rope, or you can switch to something with a pump. So it's a little bit bigger and you don't have to worry about opening lids and things like that. In addition to that are things like just being able to put your deodorant on. I showed in another video this Coban wrap or Coflex, and this is a real helpful little adaptation. And I've wrapped it around the top of my deodorant here, and it made it a lot easier to grasp. Just a little thing like that can make a big difference. Another thing I was going to show you is this is a gooseneck, and she's got her hair dryer attached to that. So again, multitasking is difficult. And so if you can have some things that, are stabilized, so it's one less thing that you've got to manage, that can make a big difference. In addition to being able to groom and bathe, going to the bathroom is a big issue. And managing the hygiene around toileting is something that is very important for people. They want to maintain their dignity, they want to maintain their privacy, but this can be a real big problem for people. So here's a couple of things that I have found that have been very helpful for folks. This is, on the left here is a toileting wand, and essentially you just push the toilet paper into it and it extends your reach. Again, these things sort of vary depending on the person and your build. I really like the tongs that are on the right. I think that's probably one of the easiest and simplest things to do. These are special tongs. They're not the kind you just go and buy in the kitchen store. They are bent at the bottom and they have this rubber tip. The nice thing about these is that you can just use them and then drop the toilet paper in and not really have a lot of problems there. And those are available just right there on the internet and not real expensive.
Great. Yeah, I'm looking forward to hearing what the boxers think about all of this new information and if they have any more questions. And I just wanted to thank you for taking the time to answer these questions. I know I learned, and hopefully they did too, and hopefully it will help in a huge way. So thank you so much.
You're welcome, and I'm happy to try to be a resource.